Hi everyone, welcome to another video. So I have been buying all of the picture books, so I thought I would do a haul of those. I've also bought a few Halloween decorations, which I thought I would share as well. Currently at the moment, the Halloween decorations that we have are kind of like Halloween party decorations, kind of like rubber bats and things like that, which are quite fun, but I kind of wanted something that I might want to have up a little bit longer, and I wanted to find some kind of more special things that we'd want to like keep like for year upon year. If you're new, hi, my name's Emma. I usually make like studio vlogs and art videos, and I've basically been buying loads of picture books at the moment because I'm doing a course by Curtis Brown which is all about writing and illustrating a picture book. I am going to be making some separate videos all about that and about the book that I'm writing and illustrating. Yeah, I will talk more about that in future videos. So I thought we'd start off with There Is a Ghost in This House by Oliver Jeffers. Yeah, Oliver Jeffers is one of my favourite illustrators. I love the book Lost and Found, that is about a boy who finds a penguin at his door and they become friends. It's just such a sweet book. This is a kind of yeah, spooky book, so I thought we'd start off with this one. It's also a fairly new book as well, so I thought this would be a good one to start with. And this has got tracing paper throughout the book and also on the cover, which is quite fun. And then it's got these little cutout sections on the cover. Please don't focus on my face. Cute little ghost. Oh, let me just hide my face. And then there's the back. And then you can actually take this cover off. Ooh, we've got the fun end papers. So you can take that off, which reveals this rather spooky house here. And on the back is the house again, but at night time. Let's give you a peek inside. I do love how there's like a little asterisk here for ghosts, and he's written here the collective noun for ghosts is afraid of ghosts. So the book uses these like old kind of like almost, I think they're like photocopies from maybe an old book of this house, but then he's painted on this human, well, I assume a human character. She has got green skin and blue hair, but there we go. So this uses tracing paper within the book, but then when you turn the tracing paper over, oh my god, how do people do book hauls and things? This is so awkward. But yeah, when you turn it over, then you can see where the ghosts are. So that's the whole kind of idea. So the character in this book, she's convinced that there's ghosts haunting her house, but she hasn't seen any and she really wants to see a ghost. And so the whole book is, it's showing different scenes throughout the house, and just showing the ghosts in like kind of new and inventive places. I love this one. Yeah, this page is my favourite page because when you turn the tracing paper over, you can see that there's this little ghost up here, like swinging on, what do you call it? The candelabra? Chandelier? But yeah, so that's a really fun book, and it's kind of like a surprise on every page because you don't know exactly where the ghosts are going to be. Should we do another ghost book first? Yeah, we'll do, let's keep it spooky to start with. So I also got How to Make Friends with a Ghost. This has been out I think for a few years, and it's been on my like wish list for a while as well, so you might have heard of it. I've seen some of the illustrations in it, and I really love Rebecca Green's illustrations as well. Her ghost is just so sweet. I didn't realise this has like, I think, do you call it like spots? something. I don't know, it's like, it's kind of shiny basically. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. But when I got it, I was like, ooh, it's shiny. And I just like, and some of the leaves are shiny as well. This doesn't have a story as such. This is kind of like a manual for how to make friends with a ghost. Oh, the end papers are lovely, aren't they? It's also got some like hazards in here which are quite funny. It was talking about like hiding spots and suggesting good places that your ghost could hide in case you have guests and they're a bit wary around ghosts. It can hide like in a tissue box or somewhere, or in a sock drawer. That is just really adorable. Yeah, I think that that would be a really nice cozy place for a ghost to hide. There's this illustration of this person blowing their nose on a ghost. So yeah, you have to be careful about where you hide as a ghost. There's just, yeah, quite a lot of humour in it, and the ghost is just really, really sweet as well. But yeah, so I ended up buying 2 ghost books, not because it's Halloween, but because the story that I'm planning on writing is actually going to be about a ghost. But yeah, I'm not going to say too much about my own story at the moment, but I am going to be making some like separate videos all about that. I've started the course. We've only done 1 week so far. So I am going to be making some like secret behind the scenes videos of how I come up with the characters and the settings and everything like that. Anyway, we'll carry on with the haul. We have got Grab That Rabbit. This is illustrated by Bryony May Smith and it's written by Polly Faber. Yeah, I bought this book because of Bryony May Smith's illustrations. I love her illustrations so much. I think she manages to capture expression really well. I love her characters. I love all the different likes of detail that she does. And I also love the way that she captures like light and shadow as well. Again, oh, look at the end papers, so cute. And there's the little rabbit. Yeah, so this book is about a rabbit called Hodge and a gardener called Mrs. Spratt. And she is not too impressed when she finds that he has eaten all of her carrots. Yeah, then Hodge gets attacked by this buzzard. I think I'm pronouncing that wrong. This bird, we will say. I really feel for this little rabbit. Luckily, it has a happy ending, but I don't want to spoil too much of the story. But yeah, this one really kind of like touched my heart. The next book I got is I Want My Hat Back by John Classen. And I've read this book already, but I just wanted my own copy. I just think that he is so funny. In case you haven't heard this book, it's quite a simple story. It's basically about a bear who wants his hat back. And it's quite simple and the concept is quite simple, but it's just really funny. I love the illustrations. I really love like the muted colours as well. But yes, it just really makes me laugh when the bear doesn't realise that his hat is right here. And just the shifty rabbit who's like, no, why are you asking me? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any hats anywhere. I would not steal a hat. And then the bear just like carries on, and it's not till like near the end of the book that he realises, wait a minute, that rabbit had my hat the whole time. But yeah, so I got that. There is a series of these hat books, but I just got the first one. The next book I got is Pirate Stew, written by Neil Gaiman and illustrated by Chris Riddle. And yeah, I'm a fan of both of them. I didn't realise that this book was gonna be written in rhyme. Yeah, and basically these 2 children, they get babysat by this pirate who is Long John Macron, and he is the ship's cook. So he's their babysitter. So I don't think the children are particularly impressed that they are being babysat by pirates. The pirates have to feed them dinner, and they decide to make pirate stew, and they put all various manner of things in this stew. So they put in mermaid's tears, some limes to ward off scurvy, and they swirl it with a sword. Anyway, the kids are too scared to eat the pirate stew because they think they will then turn into pirates. I might end up losing my voice a little bit during this because I have got a bit of a cold. But I've got lots of tea, so that's okay. So the next book is The Grumpy Fairies. I absolutely love this book. It's just really funny, and the fairies' expressions are just priceless. So these fairies, they live in the forest, and some fairies are helpful and some fairies are unfortunately very grumpy, and they do not want to do their tasks at all. There's also a goblin in the forest that you see little glimpses of throughout, and the thing that he likes to eat best is grumpy fairies because they've got this like nice sweet and sour taste. It kind of reminds me slightly of the Gruffalo in that aspect, and yeah, I just love the illustrations. Oh, let me show you the snail that needs walking. Where has he gone? I mean, just look at that snail, so cute. So yeah, this book really made me laugh, and I loved the illustrations as well. Another book that I love the illustrations of is The Lists, which is by Cleo McClure and Julia Sade. I think I might possibly have said that vaguely right. I've been trying for the last 5 minutes, I think. By Cleo McClure and, or was it McClure? I think I've said it wrong again. Cleo McClure. No, why do I keep saying McClure? It doesn't even look like McClure. Oh my goodness. Pronouncing people's names is not my forte. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. There's so much detail in this book, and I love how even on like the end papers, it's got like a list of reasons to read the book, which I just think is really clever. And then it's just got some like other really fun lists. So it's got a list of Bowie songs. But yeah, so as somebody who does love to make a good list, I really enjoyed this. And the illustrations are just incredible. Like, I love the composition, and just there's so much detail, but then I love all the white space as well, and just the kind of like unusual like shapes and angles. Looking at this book and sort of thinking about the type of illustrations that I want to do, it can be kind of a little bit overwhelming. If you're not an illustrator yourself, then maybe this won't make you feel bad about your own work, I don't know. No, it can make you feel inspired as well, I think. But yeah, I really love the angle of this illustration as well. I should probably say what this book is about. So this book is about a family called The Lists, and they make lists. So yeah, if you're a person who makes lists, this will probably be right up your street. A book about lists does not exactly sound interesting, but there's so much detail in the illustrations. And yeah, it's a book about, you know, if something isn't on the list, then it can't happen. But then one day this visitor turns up and he's not on the list. So yeah, the family at first, they don't really want to know him. He ends up making friends with them, and he's a bit more like spontaneous. Okay, next up is The Dark. So again, this could be a bit kind of Halloween-y, a bit spooky. This is written by Lemony Snicket, and then it's illustrated by the person who did the Hat books, John Classen. But yeah, the illustrations are just really striking, very kind of graphic again. It's just really nice having the contrast between all this black and then like the colour as well, and just like the kind of shapes and things. So this is a book about a boy called Laszlo who is afraid of the dark, but then one day the dark starts talking to him and he encourages him to go downstairs to the basement, and the illustrations are very, very cool. So next we have Archie, Snugglikins, Oliver Valentine, Cupcake, is it Tiberius? Cat. So this is written and illustrated by Katie Harnett. This book really reminded me of a book that I had growing up, which was called Dinner Sid. This is a book about a cat who basically, he has lots of different names because he goes into lots of different people's houses. So he has lots of different owners and he does different things when he's there. One of his owners uses him as a model and paints pictures of him. And then there's this little girl who's like dancing with him. He has quite a busy day, but there's one house in the street that nobody goes to. Then one day the cat turns up at this old lady's door, and it's just, yeah, it's such a kind of like heartwarming book, and I really love Katie Harnett's illustrations as well, and I just love her characters. And then the last book that I have is The Adventures of Beagle, the Unimaginary Friend, and I just had to get this one because he just looks so cute and squishy. And yeah, the illustrations are just very vibrant, and they really use oh, I haven't told you who this is by Dan Santat. The illustrations are just really vibrant, and I actually love how he uses colour for like to create different kind of moods and atmospheres. Yeah, so this is about Beagle. Yeah, he really wants a friend, and he decides rather than waiting for someone to find him, he's going to go out and find his own friend. Yeah, so it's a very sweet story. I'm starting to lose my voice, so I'm going to move on. We've got through all the picture books, so now I think I will show you what kind of like Halloween-y decorations I've got. I've only got a few things, but I think these are going to be things that I'm going to use kind of like year in, year out. Oh, actually, I have got one more book to show you. This isn't a picture book, but somebody very kindly recommended this to me on my last studio vlog. So it is about a book about writing picture books. This only arrived today, so I haven't had a chance to read it yet. But I love the cover. The cover looks very autumnal. Yeah, so this is written by Anne Whitford Poole. Yeah, so this, I haven't had a chance to read this yet because this only came today. Yeah, so it's got information about creating characters, plotting, the language of your story, which I think I would find really interesting because I have never written a book before, so that is something that I want as much information about as possible. But yeah, so I will let you know what I think about this one more probably in an upcoming studio vlog. But yeah, let's get out the Halloween decorations. Shall we start with this one? So I haven't actually properly opened this yet, other than I've taken the outside packaging off, but I thought it'd be fun to sort of show you. So this is from the Hatley Hare. Packaging is very lovely. My desk is currently covered with books, so I'm just going to kind of do this in the air. Oh! She sent me a freebie as well. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, so I'll show you, let me take this out of the packaging first and show you. It looks so nice. I'm gonna have to get some shots of this. I hope it's still coming out okay because it's getting darker now. But yeah, I was searching for bunting, and then I came across this wooden bunting, which, oh, it's just so nice. Yes, this has been handmade. So it's bunting with pumpkins and bats on. I could put that behind me maybe. Would that look nice? But yeah, and they've sent me this freebie as well. So it's got all these like pumpkins and gourds on it. I don't think it wants to focus. There we go. Look. That is so nice. I was not expecting that as well. Yeah, so that's the first thing that I've got. So I got these quite expensive lights from a company called Lights for Fun. I've had a little sneaky peek of these already. Yeah, I haven't actually switched them on yet because I need to put some batteries in them. Let me just unwrap one of them. So these are some fairy lights, and they've got these, I think this is glass, they're like glass pumpkins, and they've got this really lovely like sort of texture. But yeah, they're really, really beautiful. So I'm going to take these out and put some batteries in them. I'm not sure where to put them though, because I've already got some fairy lights up in here. I might put them maybe downstairs somewhere, maybe in our living room. I literally have nowhere to put these because my desk is covered in books right now. It's kind of like all the little pumpkins are still kind of sleeping in their little beds. But this one you can see, oh, it's just so beautiful. Okay, I should probably, let's move the picture books out of the way and I'll probably show you these. You don't want to just see them glowing from a box. So basically I wanted to buy everything from that Lights for Fun website, but I couldn't buy everything because I'm not made of money. But I did actually get something that's not Halloween. I got these like snowflake lights, which I thought would be really, really fun for Christmas. Okay, last thing to show you. So this is something else from Etsy. This kind of looks a little bit like a red meringue or something. Any guesses as to what this is? Ah! So that's one bit. And then that's the bottom. It's a kind of like tea light holder thing. So sweet. And I've got a friend as well. I thought I'd get a set of them. Their faces just really make me laugh. And they actually came with these like fake little candle things. Ah, so sweet. Hang on. I think it just looks so funny and like so spooky. But yeah, I really wanted some kind of like Halloween things that I could kind of have out a little bit longer, and just some Halloween things that weren't like rubber bats, or like, I'm trying to think what Halloween things I've got already, like a plastic tablecloth with like spider webs on it. I kind of wanted something that was like a little bit more special. And yeah, I just thought that these were like really kind of cute. Yeah, let me know what your favorite picture books are. Let me know what you do, if you do any like decorating for Halloween or like autumn or fall. Let me know if you watch any like, I don't know, spooky things or anything. Yeah, we recently watched Hocus Pocus, and I really want to watch Nightmare Before Christmas. I kind of don't like the really, really scary films. I have been watching, rewatching Lock and Key, because season 2 is coming out later this month as well. So yeah, let me know if you do anything kind of special and spooky around this time. It is getting darker and darker. I need to stop talking and edit this video. So yeah, I hope you've had a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, bye. Yeah, all about the kind of writing. Oh my god, I'm going to spill my tea all over these books. This is this is not a good idea. But then Hodge gets attacked by this buzzard. Buzzard? Is that how you say it? And oh, I think I'm shaking the camera. So what? Oh my god, I can't talk. Why did I think it'd be good to film a video right now? Oh no, that's the wrong page. Hang on, next page. This is gonna be 2 hours if I faff around like this. I'm gonna say it right this time. This should be a shorter video, but we will see. I have rambled on quite a lot.